Hello, good morning. It's your boy to the O to the L to the A to the D to the A to the P to the O. It's your boy Oladapo Kaleo Bibaku. And good morning, family. I'm so excited to come here today again to have a one-to-one with you. And thank you so much for your time. Yes, today we're going to be talking about how to start a business. There are four key things for me when starting a business. Number one thing is understand the business that you want to do, what you want to sell, the service that you want to render. Number two is your target audience. Who are these people that you want to tailor your product to? Who are these people that you want to tailor your service to? Number three, adaptation. Number four, then the logistics. Number one, which is understanding what you want to sell. So for me, I always say to people, and in terms of my own experience, when I started my business, what I say to people is ensure that the business that you want to go into is what can actually show on you. What I meant by what can show on you is if you want to go into clothing business, you need to understand that you need to be someone that loves to wear clothes. You need to be someone that loves to party. You need to be someone that loves to go out. Okay, because the main reason for this is you want to showcase your brand more. You want people to see how the combination of the colors, the way you're dressing, if it is smart, if it is streetwear, you want them to see it on you for them to be able to appreciate it, because you are your own self model, right? Before you even employ other models, that is when your business is all over the roof. When you start the business, you are your own self model, so you need to ensure that it's something that you actually love wearing, because they need to see it in you. They need to see how you carry it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, target audience. So your target audience, you need to understand what are the age group, so in order for you to define the kind of clothing that you want to be making. What are the age group to determine the kind of service that you want to render. Are you focusing on people that are retired people? Are you focusing on the middle-aged people? Are you focusing on married people? Are you focusing on single, about to get married people? So these things, you need to break them down for you to be able to understand how you need to tailor your business and ensure that it's actually reaching the right people that you want to solve, you're trying to solve a problem for. So number three, adaptation. What I mean by adaptation is, for example, the kind of art clothes that you want to be making, you want to make sure is the clothing that is actually going with the weather of the company, of the country where you are selling to. Because number one, you need to understand your source. Your source is the first country that you're actually you're producing from, and where you're actually selling the product. So for example, what I mean by that is you cannot be making clothes in Africa, and it's a sunny place, right? And you want to make sure that clothing is selling in a country like the UK, right? So you need to understand the weather. The weather is in terms of the adaptation, the you need the weather precisely. You need to understand what the weather is like, and how does your clothing line is actually solving the problem for them. What are the values they're going to get from it? And number four, the logistics. The logistic aspect of it is you need to, in terms of the logistics works with pricing for me, because I categorize pricing into logistics, and that link up to adaptation as well. The way different countries do their pricing is quite different, and you need to understand that before you go into business. All right, there's something we call a clever pricing. Clever pricing is really, really very, very, very popular in the UK, and that's the reason why you see product coming for 11.99, 15.99. Is a kind of a marketing way in order for you to not see, to not understand where does the pricing lies, and for you to have that feeling, or also have a little bit of change to get from the price of the item, right? So you need to understand that as well. Once all these things are put together, believe me, you're on the road. If the foundation is fine and all these things are actually put together, you're on the road to a successful business. Okay, and if you feel for everything I've said, and you think that there is something that is really, really not, you really don't understand, please put it in the comment below. I'm always happy to to answer, and I will direct you, and what I meant by what I was saying, and what are the next steps that you need to take in the four categories that I've laid down for you, right? So for me, getting into my own business, right? I'm into clothing, just like I said to you, right? I started as small as you wouldn't believe it. I started with 12 items, right? And 12 items to whereby now, which in 12 item, I think the value of the business there then was about £200, right? And now I'm telling you that I'm running a business of about over £25,000. Okay, so you need to understand where I start from, the challenges that I face as well. So I mean, in terms of the challenges, you need to understand that the business is the market that I am is a very, very big market, right? So many competitors, some brands that, they've been making clothes before I was even born, right? So for me, I see things that are not really working for me in terms of when I go to the market, what I was expecting, what I need, and I'm not seeing it, right? And at the same time, what I'm going to say, the price is actually going to be massive, and when I can't get the same material, right, and sell it at the lesser price. Okay, and I need to there's so many people like me, so the best thing I can do is to come out with a solution, and the solution is for me to get into this business and see how I can solve people's problem. And that is the reason why OKBClassics is here to solve the problem. And if you feel there's any other thing when you shop with us, we're open to all comment, right, in order for us to know that we are doing the right thing. Okay, so just like I said, for me, I, I was I was trying to find so many people like me out there that they are looking for, they're looking for the same thing that I'm looking for, and they can't find it in the market. So this is where OKB comes in order for me to, solve those problems. Okay, and from the time that we've started, they are really the main one of the major foundation for OKB is providing luxury wares at a lesser price. That's what it is. Okay, we will source very solid material that your big luxury brands are using. We use that for our product, and at the same time we sell it way less than what they're selling it for you. So that is one problem that we're solving. Number two is clothing per season. All right, and another one is, for me, I'm kind of a person, when I buy a cloth, I don't really want to see it over, like a mass production, right? And this is where we stand as well. So we make our clothes are made with limited stock. So our clothes are made on limited stock. So what we do is every design we have, the certain numbers that we're making them in order for us to make sure that we still keep the value of the brand, and we keep the value of our customers as well. You want to go into that party and everyone there is wearing maybe same kind of clothes. You bump into another person wearing your kind of top or wearing your kind of, you know, hat or something like that. So, but what we want to do is, or what we are doing is, you go into the party, and when you get into the party, you see that you're the only one rocking this brand, right? It makes you stand out. It makes you different from the rest of the people, and you will be amazed. People are going to be coming to you. Oh, where do you get this brand from? Da 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 da. This is what we are selling, and this is what we stand for. Okay. So another thing is,